Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me for another math session. This is the fifth part of same chapter, so let's start. Now we have seen in the previous part, I have explained to you about the rounding. So if you have understood that rounding, based on that, we have to do totally rounding over here. So you have to look at the previous part to understand it better. So here now we are going to see about the estimate, and here that is the estimate the sum, and then you are going to compare the result with the actual sum. So here this is given, this is the question given. So what are we going to do? We are going to round this number because we have to find the estimated sum and then the actual sum, and then we are going to compare it. So rounding here means ones, tens, hundred, thousands, and 10,000. So when we look at this thousands place, this is 4, and next to that number is 100. So hundreds means, as I've told you in the previous part, just look at watch that video. So in that one, when I say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, whenever there are numbers, this remains the same, means here there is 2. So what happens, the thousands part is going to remain the same, means here will be 0, 0, 0, and this is going to be 4 itself. So this is going to be 34. So now what about this one? 5,524 means ones, tens, hundred, and this is thousands. So what is that going to be? This 5 becomes, now this is 5 and more than 5. So this next number becomes plus 1. So this is going to be 6, and here will be 0, 0, 0. So here this goes out to be 6,000. So I'm not going to show now here for the rounding total in this video. I will just show you the other things, but the rounding part you have to refer the previous part. Okay, that will save time. So now this 34,253 becomes 34,000, and 5,524 becomes to 6,000. So when you add it, you are going to get the 40,000. Okay, so this was about the estimated sum. For the actual sum, what are you going to do? You are going to write both the numbers as it is, and then you are going to add it. And now you are going to compare these two numbers. So 40,000 is greater than 39,730. So what are you going to do? You know the crocodile's mouth. This also is explained in the previous part, how to guess whether it's a bigger number or a smaller number, which symbol should you put. So definitely you open the mouth over here. So 40,000 is greater than 39,777. So here what happens here? Estimated sum is greater than actual sum. So as the estimated sum is close to the actual sum, our estimate is correct. Okay. Same thing over here. Now what are you going to do? 2,507 becomes to 3,000. 3,257 becomes to 3,000. This is for the rounding. When you add, it comes out to be 6,000. Then this is the actual sum. So you are going to write both the numbers. This comes out to be 5,763. So definitely 6,000 is greater than 5,763. So estimated sum is greater than actual sum. Okay. So now here 68,283, because this is less than, means here 0, 0, 0. This 8 remains the same. So this is going to be, when you round it, it comes out to be 68,000. And here now after 1, this is 8. 8 is means bigger than 5. So here 5 and more than 5 means you are going to add 1 here. So this comes out to be 2,000. Here 0, 0, 0. Okay. So here 2,000. That whole thing is explained in the previous video. So this comes to be 70,000. Now this and this remain the same for the actual sum. So you get 70,126. So here what you can see, 70,126 is greater than this one. So you open the mouth over here. So we say estimated sum is less than this one, the actual sum. Same over here. Sorry about that. So here what are you going to do? You are going to put here 8,650. That comes out to be 9,000, 26,181, 26,000. So when you add, you get 35,000. These both are the same. You add it, you get 34,000. So here what you can see, 35,000 is greater than 34,831. So estimated sum is greater than actual sum. Now for the next one is this becomes rounding 24,000. This turns out to be 3,000. So you get 27,000. and the actual sum, these both numbers remain the same. So this is 26,000. So 27,000 is greater than 26,785. So estimated sum is greater than actual sum. Now here you can see over here. Okay, this is this is the when you round out here you get 20,000. Here when you round it you get 44,000, and these both remain the same. You are going to add it. Okay, so 64,000 is greater than 63,400 of this one. So now we will look for the next one. Here, what are we going to do? Here we have seen that was for the addition. That was for the sum means addition. Yes, it's the same, only that we have to find a difference. Difference means you are going to subtract. So same thing, the rounding and everything is the same. So here when you round, you get 10,000. When you round this, you get to 6,000 and you subtract it. Both here remain the same, you subtract. So what can you say here? That 4,215 is greater than this, so you open the mouth over here. So estimated difference is less than the actual difference. Okay. Now look at here. Now what you can see here, that this is the 5-digit and this is the 223. This is the 2-digit. So everything is the same. So I've shown you this as well, the rounding of the hundreds, how to do the rounded. So ones, tens, and hundreds. So again, I'm going to show you how. So here you're going to look at 2. After that number is here 2 means it's less than 5 means this both becomes to 0. And here you're going to write 2 itself because this is less than 5. So now here 12,507 comes out to be 12,500 and this comes out to be 200. Okay. Then this again that remains the same. So what we can see here, 12,300 is greater than 12,284. So estimated difference is greater than the actual difference. Here again the same. Ones, tens, hundreds. So this is a 3-digit, means you are going to concentrate on the hundreds part, and 4 is less than 5. So 5 remains same. So this is going to be 500 and this 8,300. Okay. So 7,800. These both remain the same. So you are going to subtract this one. Okay. So now, so what we can say, 7,800 is greater than 7,740. So estimated difference is greater than actual difference. Okay. So now here again, I think you can just do it easily because everything is done over here. Just look at it and hope you can understand it. Okay. And this along with it again, I repeat, you have to see the previous video to understand the rounding because this whole thing is totally dependent on the rounding. Okay. So if you don't know rounding, so this will be difficult for you to understand. Okay. So now again, this also you can just look at it later. Okay. So that will save time. F also is similar. You have to find a difference. Now here, now look at the product. Product means you have to multiply it, isn't it? So again, what does this say? That you have to round out this. So 9,000 over here, 130 will become here 100 and 47 is going to be 50 after rounding. So now what are you going to do? 9 ones are 9. Just forget about the zeros for time being. And 9 fives are 45. So you'll write 45 first, and then you're going to put how many zeros? Here 3, 2, 5, and 1, 6. Means 6 number of zeros. Then after putting this one, zeros, and just writing this one, you are going to put the commas. Commas means 3, 2, and 2. And this as well, this is explained in the other videos. That is, this will be how to put the commas in the, this will be the Indian system. That is, you will go from right to left. That is 3, 2, and 2. Okay. Now here you will write the same numbers as it is, okay, and you're going to multiply it. And I have already written the answer to save time. Okay, you can multiply and check your answer. So what we can say, the estimate is close to the actual answer. This is the estimate and this is the actual answer, though it's close to that number, right? So the estimate is close to the actual answer. Now again here this 2,547 becomes to 3,000, 11 turns out to be 10. So it's easy. 3 ones are 3 and 4 zeros. So, but you are going to put the commas after 3 and then 2. Then same number you are going to do here. Again, you will multiply it. I have written the direct answer. So, estimate is close to the actual answer. Here says the same. Round this, you get 4,000. 270 rounding, you get 3,000. 15 becomes to 20. Now, how will you do this? Forget about the zeros for time being. 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So this is 24. Then you will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 zeros. And then you're going to put the commas. Don't forget the commas, okay? 3, 2, 2. So here, okay? So when you multiply all these three numbers, you get the answer. So again, what we can, when we compare this and this, what we can say, the estimate is close to the actual answer. So this also is the same. Now we will, this also multiplication, you can just do it. This is totally on the rounding part, okay? And then we'll go for the next one, that is the estimate the quotient, okay? Now here it is given here 4,211 divided by this one. Quotient means in division, when you divide some number, suppose now this is 10 to 5 here, whatever you get, this is the quotient, isn't it? So that is the answer, okay? So you have to estimate the quotient over here. So now look at here, this 4,000, this is 4,000, 211 is 4,000, and this 52 becomes 50. So this was in the horizontal way division. I had just done it in the vertical for the better understanding. So this and this goes off. 5 ones are 5, 8s are 40, and the other 1 0. So answer is 80. Now after this one, the second, after estimating this, you get 6,000, 58 becomes to 60. Again, I put in a vertical way, 6,000 divided by 60, this and this goes off. 6 ones are 600s are. So that answer is going to be 100. Again, this after rounding, you get 4,000, 15 becomes to 20. And when you divide it, you get 200. Okay. Now, this 832 becomes 800, 18 becomes to 20. So when you divide it, you get 40. Same here, 5,702 becomes to 6,310 becomes to 300. When you divide this, what do we get over here? Is 20, correct? Okay, so now here what happens? You have 9,420 becomes this 9,000. 20 remains the same. 20 is 20 itself. Okay, so when you divide this number, you get 450. Okay, so this was something about the estimation. Now we will look, this is like a word problem. Okay, so now what does this say? The music concert was held for 4 days in a city. The number of tickets sold at the counter on the first day, second, third, and fourth. So first day was this, second day was this one, and third day, and the fourth day, the number of tickets sold were this many. Okay, then what did it say? Find the approximate number of tickets sold on all the 4 days together. When they say all the 4 days together means you are going to add it. So now there is a proper way. This is when you are writing a word problem to write the statement like this one. So what did it just see? This is for approximation, short form of it. Okay, and you put a dot over here. So approximate number, you know that you write NO and then put a dot. So number of tickets sold on first day. So what are you going to do here also? You approximate means you are going to round it. Means as I said, these total things are based on the rounding. So you have to understand rounding thoroughly. So 1,51,094 becomes to 1,51,000. This comes out to be 82,000. This is 98,000. 2,42,000 is this, and you are going to add all. Okay, so after adding all, what you can see, you get this answer. So this is the approximate answer. So approximate number of tickets sold on all the 4 days are this one. So now see, you got the answer over here, and you might think, why should I write this one? But no, when you are writing whenever there is here in the exam part, like when you're higher grades, you will see. Now I don't know, in some schools they don't cut your marks during the lower grades, but in higher grades you can see there's a marking system. So this is the final answer what you have to write. They will, otherwise if you don't write, you will unnecessarily lose your half mark somewhere. Some of them cut off 1 mark, so you will say, oh, I've written my answer is correct, and why did I lose my half mark or 1 mark? So it's just because you have missed this step. So this step is very important. Okay. So now look at here, there are 345 rows of flowers in a garden, and each row contains 48 flowers. And find the estimate number of flowers in the garden. So first thing you have, estimate number of rows in a garden is, this is given 345. This you have to round it, so it comes out to be 300. Then they said estimate number of flowers in this was the rows, this is the flowers in each row. Okay, that is given 48. Then when you round it, it comes to be 50. Now they said find the estimated number of flowers in the garden means you have to, yeah, they said number of flowers, so you have to multiply it. So this 300 you are going to multiply by 50, so that comes out to be 15,000. Okay, so hope this was clear to you. That there's one more problem, yeah, and now we will see the this will be the last problem. So now look at here. A factory manufactures the 3,42,825 toys on Monday and 89,723 toys on Tuesday. So we have to find the estimate of how many excess toys were manufactured on Monday. So estimated number of toys manufactured on Monday. So now this rounding for this one, 3,42,825 becomes to 3,43,000. Okay, this rounding for this one. And for this one, 89,723 becomes to 90,000. They are asked for the excess toys manufactured on Monday. So what are we going to do? We are going to subtract this number by this one. So after subtracting, we can say therefore estimated excess number of toys manufactured on Monday, that is 2,53,000. Hope you got this one. So this was for the today's work. Now, so we'll see the other part of this in the next session. So please do like and subscribe to this channel so you get the notification of the other parts of the chapter and many more. Thank you.